Mike, like we got a lot of love of the last episode with Freak and just in the season in general, but it's been a little bit of a gap between that last episode and this episode, and we never went out officially as to why that was, and it wasn't because we got off the beaten horse and we wasn't trying to be consistent, but life sometimes happens, right?
Yeah,
and I think that without I don't want to speak for you, so I think it's only appropriate that you go ahead and sell your side of the story as to maybe why people were seeing me more than maybe you off of the last couple pieces of content that we were creating.
Yeah. And first of all, I want to tell you thank you so much. This guy held it down.
Thanks, man.
Like literally the one-man show right here. So definitely appreciate
you. He was working in the background, though. You was definitely working in the background.
A little something, but yeah. So for me, just things was tough. I'm not going to give the full reason and all that. We'll talk about that at a later time. And actually, probably I want to do like a special episode or maybe segment on the reason. But basically, family issues came into play, or family situation. So which required me to be back here in New York City. And one of the things that we talk about in the UAE is the importance of work-life balance. And definitely I was blessed for, the job that pays me, has allowed me the time to come back to New York to handle some business. So
what's up, man? I hope you get that figured out for sure, man.
Yeah.
We're always here for you, getting you up. But this is, I guess, just to touch base. We always talk about how glamour it is to be like an expat in the UAE, how great it is, but this is like certainly one of the situations where it's not so great to be an expat sometimes, right? Because you're away from your family, you're away from your sort of your comfort zone, your home base back at home, and it's a 15-hour flight to get back, right? So it's not like something happens, you can get back right away, you can drive up the street. Things need to be coordinated a certain way. People sort of like need to stop their lives literally in the UAE back home in order to accommodate this. So, that's something that I just want to highlight out there. Maybe,
yeah. And then you question everything as far as like, what am I doing this for? And like literally, like you said, if there's an emergency, you can't be there, at that point. You got to schedule a flight 15 hours and things like that. So it's crazy. But yeah, thankfully I'm allowed the time, but this puts life in perspective as far as like what's important. You know what I mean? Is it money? Is it family? Is it travel? And yeah, you have to live life, but definitely I've been out there 9 years now.
Long time.
So it's been a long time. So,
I think the UAE is about to give you citizenship like next year, like for real. Like you've been out there for a long time.
Oh, man. I need diplomat status.
Yeah, you definitely do need diplomat status. You are like the Abu Dhabi diplomat out there. You be repping out. There's nothing to do in Abu Dhabi, but you out there saying, "Oh, this is the greatest place on the planet." But has it really changed your like? Have you rethought some things about like your status as an expat? Not that you would come back tomorrow, but have you thought about like, okay, maybe certain things are not as important as I thought it was because of what you're going through right now?
Yeah, so it definitely excuse me. It definitely just has me thinking now, and it has me it's prioritized for me now. It's like just freedom of time. Freedom to be where you want to be, when you want to be there, and things like that. And so just getting our ducks in order, just going hard, and just certain investments, going hard on the podcast. And we have lessons that I learned as we thought we were prepared, but you can never be fully prepared.
I was there.
So I think going forward, and we'll touch on this later, but going into the next season we got to have certain things in place where we could just keep things going.
It's like having systems in place.
Yeah, exactly. So, exactly.